8th Annual Youth Incarceration Prevention Ministry of St. John Missionary Baptist Church Soul Saving Center with Pastor Gregory V. Black. Contact Eddie 252-341-7546. Evelyn 252-253-9520. Brenda 252-717-0097. Preventing the incarceration of our youth at an early age. This ministry provides enriching empowerment education for our youth by guiding them in the right direction in life through ministry, partnerships with local law enforcement, and the community. Saturday, June 3rd, beginning 12 noon at Town Common. It's the 8th Annual Youth Incarceration Prevention Ministry of St. John Missionary Baptist Church Soul Saving Center with Pastor Gregory V. Black. Involvement includes the Pitt County Sheriff Department, Churches Outreach Network, school counselors, the Greenville Police Department. There will be singing, food trucks, community vendors, guest speakers, gift card giveaways, and so much more. Contact Eddie 252-341-7546. Evelyn 252-253-9520. Brenda 252-717-0097. Saturday, June 3rd, beginning 12 noon. Saturday, June 3rd, beginning 12 noon. Saturday, June 3rd, beginning 12 noon. Saturday, June 3rd, beginning 12 noon at Greenville Town Common.
Okay, well, you heard that announcement. Saturday, June 3rd, beginning 12 noon. Saturday, June 3rd, beginning 12 noon. It is the 8th Annual Youth Incarceration Prevention Ministry of the St. John Missionary Baptist Church. Hello, we interrupt this regularly scheduled broadcast to bring to you this very special announcement, and we want to reiterate. You are listening to Awesome Radio. You can find us on social media, and also you can find us online at WBISawesomeradio.org and at 106.9. My name is Akila. We have in the studio with us Eddie Godley. He's going to be talking about this wonderful event, the 8th annual. For 8 years, they have been building and building and building this program ministry. And also on the phone with us, we have Miss Brenda Ewan. So we're going to be asking them questions, more clarity, talking about the event, getting you guys to come on out. It's all for the youth. So parents, please bring your young people out to this event on tomorrow. Eddie, welcome to Special Talk with Akila.
Thank you, Mr. Killer. Thank you for inviting us. I'm so grateful and thankful just to be here and have an opportunity to share about the 8th Annual Youth Incarceration Prevention Ministry that's happening tomorrow at 12 noon.
Okay, Brenda is on the telephone. Hello, Brenda. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hello, Akila. Hello, Eddie. Thank you, Akila, for having us on, as Eddie mentioned before.
All right. So talk to us more about this 8th Annual Youth Incarceration Prevention Ministry, Brenda.
Well, again, this is the 8th year of the event that we're having. It's going to take place tomorrow, June 3rd, starting at 12 noon, as you mentioned earlier, at the Greenville Town Common. We started out in 2016. This was an event. There was a ministry that was started through the prison ministry, through Brother Eddie Godley, and he just ran with the vision that God had given him to start a prevention ministry. He was going into the jail, the detention center, ministering to the youth, young people that were in there. And so God saw fit to use him. And that's what it's all about, just being used by God for what he'll have us to do. We're vessels, available vessels for him. So this has been taking place under the guidance of our pastor, Pastor Gregory V. Black, St. John. And we do just want to give a shout out to our pastor and first lady, Patricia Black, as well on today, letting them know that we're grateful for the opportunity to reach the youth in the place that they are, not to head down the road so that, they will be one of the ones that Eddie has been going to the detention center to minister to. So we're just grateful for an opportunity to have them to come out to take advantage of the information that is going to be provided. We have our Sheriff Paula Dance. We have a plethora of panelists, speakers that is going to provide information. We have different vendors that will be there that will have information as well. We'll have so much that's going to appease the family tomorrow, starting at 12 o'clock in the Greenville Town Commons. Like I said, this has been going on since 2016, and it has grown ever since. We've had people to reach us from different states all over, different organizations, and it's all about the youth. It's all about the youth, trying to reach them to make sure that they do not head down the path of destruction. All our kids, are our kids, and we're commanded to train them up, to raise them up, to bring them to a place that they can be productive citizens and to have a life that's fulfilling, have meaningful, a life before them.
Great. That is awesome. Eddie, is this event free?
Yes, the event is free. We invite everyone to come out. We having a lot of vendors out there, a lot of food trucks gonna be out there. Like Brendan said, we got a lot of speakers that's gonna be there. We have giveaways. We giving away over so far. We have over $2,100 in gift cards that we'll be giving out. The majority of them is given to be given to the youth. The adults will get some also, but the majority be given out to the youth. So parents, bring your youth out. The gift cards is gonna be good, but the information will be even better. Matter of fact, I did the Pitt County Detention Center last night, and it's a place that our kids don't need to end up at. Trust me, it's a place, and God, just a God given vision. God gave me this vision over 8 years ago. It's a God sent vision. It's not mine. I'm just a servant doing what God want to get done. Through the pandemic, crime was down, but soon as the pandemic went away, y'all see the news and hear what's going on. But God spoke to me 8 years ago, said prevention is the key. So we got to catch our kids early. I'm talking about 5, 6, 7 years old. We got to install them the right way, because you don't want them to end up going down the definitely the wrong path to lead them to incarceration. Because once you get a felony and something like that on your record, it's kind of hard. And I really I want the parent to bring the kids out, because it's a lot of information given out from different people that's not in law enforcement. Take for instance, I love to watch Chicago PD. I love to watch Law and Order, but they don't give me the right to give a kid any information about law, because I'm not in law enforcement. So on Saturday, the law enforcement, along with the other people out there, special law enforcement, they don't tell you the right information. They don't let you know right from wrong, what can help you and what can hurt you. Those are the people that you need to come out and hear. Those are people trying to help and prevent our kids from being incarcerated. A lot of time we call the sheriff, the policeman, when something bad happened. There's an opportunity time for you to come out and see them, for them to give you some vital information that will help your kid, because school about to be out. And we know our kids, we think our kids won't do this, won't do that, but come out tomorrow and hear some good information that may help your kids during this summer and may save the parents a lot of headache. So please come out and hear this information.
Have there been any testimonials in the previous years from a youth or youths that have gotten into trouble, then have gone to your youth incarceration prevention ministry event, and it changed their life around?
Yes, we have. I have at least heard from parents that just listening to different things that was said at these events, they could see a change in their child. One parent told me that one of the child was hanging with the wrong group of people, and after 1 year, we did a demonstration where the Pitt County Sheriff came to our church and demonstrated with the shackles, the clothes they put on, the material that they give you, the underwear. I mean, everything they showed them, and they handcuffed this young man, and the young one saw it, and it kind of did something to him.
Okay.
So that right there went a long way to detour some of the kids at that point. They knew they didn't want to be walking around shackled like that.
Right.
And some of the items that they showed the youth, they like, nah, man, we don't want, that ain't a place for us. So it did help.
Brenda, since this is a ministry, is there follow-up after the event is over with the youth that have attended?
Well, we don't actually follow up since it's so large. We look to hear from, like what Eddie said, the parents who reach out, because this is a ministry. It's not like, we want to take the credit or anything like that. We want to give glory and honor to God.
That's
we do
right.
what He asked us to do. We still, reach out to youth all the time. We try to encourage them along the way, whomever we come in contact with. Again, like we said, that since the first event, started out with a handful of kids, Clemmy German, who worked for the Pitt County Sheriff Office as well. It was a small event. And they remember her. She was a school resource officer. She was a volunteer coordinator now for the Pitt County Sheriff Office. And so the kids still remember her right until today, and the impact that she, LaChauncey, and others have had upon them since we've started this event over 8 years ago. So we don't directly go to the kids, but we just pray that, something we said, something that the law enforcement or those from the community have said will impact them along the way, give them that inner voice through the Holy Spirit to let them know yes or no, do I go? Do I not go? Let them have their own mind, teaching them the right and the wrong way of things. And just praying that, it will impact them at time when it's, it's needed and necessary, when they come upon those situations where they may not be around parents or other guardians or adults who would help them.
Okay. Someone listening and watching right now, Brenda, want to know how to get in touch with you. What is your phone number?
My telephone number is 252-717-0097.
Eddie, someone listening, watching right now want to know more about this information. Maybe they missed the time and the place and the date. How can they get in touch with you?
They can contact me at 252-341-7546.
Okay. And this is called what now?
The Youth Incarceration Prevention Ministry.
Okay.
And our mission is to enhance, empower, and educate our youth by guiding them in the right direction through ministry and partnership with the local law enforcement and other partnership.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So we're just excited. Tomorrow is happening, if the Lord should say the same, tomorrow, June 3rd, at the Greenville Town Common. So say I'm not from this area. How do I get to the Greenville Town Common?
Well, the address to the Greenville Town Common is 105 First Street, East First Street, Greenville, North Carolina. That's right there by the Tar River on the water where the park is, where people go out and on Saturdays, Sundays, or the late evenings. You can find that information on the City of Greenville website as well. There are different events that take place out there from time to time.
Okay.
And you can go to social media if you type in Youth Incarceration Prevention Ministry, or if you go to social media, Facebook, and just search under YIPM, something will pop up, I guarantee you, and it will point you to how you can know more about it, as well as some past events, things that have taken place. We have some articles that are out there in the Daily Reflector online that you can read about what has taken place in past events that we've had for the youth.
Awesome. Okay. So anything that you, Brenda, or you, Eddie, would like to reiterate or mention that we have not mentioned right now? We have about 10 minutes.
Oh,
Well, we just want to reiterate that we have different vendors that are going to be there once again, and they will be available for the youth, for the families. Um, there will be food trucks available. Again, we'll have several panelists who will be speaking. There will be a day that we're going to encourage our youth. And we just want to give thanks to those who have volunteered their time to commit to this day, and for all the other churches, the other community organizations who've committed their time to this day as well.
Okay, Eddie.
also, come on out and hear your sheriff, Paula Dance. Sheriff Paula Dance will be speaking. Come out and hear. She got some good information. Also, the Greenville Police Chief, Chief Saul, he'll be speaking, and some more officers come out and hear some good information that they will be telling us on tomorrow. Come out and hear that. I mean, I don't take for granted all these people that coming out this speaking tomorrow. I mean, they could have had something that to do, or they could not been interested in this, but because they are interested in our youth, they don't want to see our youth in trouble. So they taking their time out to come out to help the community. And often I say, if you help the kid, you help the parent. You help the
Mhm.
parent, you help the kid. You help
Mhm.
both of those, guess what? You help the community. If you help the
Mhm.
community, you help the law enforcement as a whole, because law enforcement got a job to do.
Yes.
It's gonna be some criminals. I mean, it's just that simple. We don't want our kids making the wrong mistake to end up, you know, being incarcerated. So, they got a job to do, but our got good kids. And I said before, we got millions of kids, thousands of kids doing great things, going to college, getting good jobs, and that wonder we got other organizations that's funding and supporting kids that's doing good, and that's great. But we just got a percentage of our young kids just make good kids, but just making bad mistakes, and that's the percentage that we trying to tap into to help
Mhm.
them make right decisions in life. And some of them will tell you, I hear this often, didn't have a father figure. They don't have anybody to, look up to. So hopefully with partnership and all the vendors out there, we got mentoring groups gonna be out there. Hopefully we can connect. And this subject this year is bridging the gap. And hopefully we can bridge the gap in a whole lot of areas with the community.
Now, let's say I'm just learning vocabulary and just learning big words. So, incarceration means what? Jail time, prison?
Yeah, jail time,
Jail time.
incarceration. Yeah, that
Okay.
means you going to jail, and
Okay.
or you going to prison. Now,
Mhm.
it's a difference between jail and prison.
Mm.
Jail is where you get an opportunity to make bail and get out.
Mhm.
Jail is uh, being uh you've been charged, but you haven't went to trial to being
Mhm.
convicted of that.
Mhm.
But once you've been convicted of a crime,
Mhm.
then you go on to prison.
Okay.
Therefore, you don't whatever time they give you. So it's a different. And I hope I said that right.
Mhm.
But
And so this is why the ministry of St. John Missionary Baptist Church Soul Saving Center out of Stokes is having this type of ministry event for now the past 8 years to
yeah,
prevent
that's right.
the incarceration or jail time of our youth.
Yeah.
Is there a certain age group? Like you want to get them at what, age 5 or something?
Uh, the younger the better.
Mhm.
Uh, once they can understand,
Mhm.
because what,
The 6-year-old child.
some months back, this child was 6 years old,
Mhm.
took a gun.
Mhm.
So you got to get them young.
Mhm.
Got to get them young.
Okay. And Brenda, what were you saying?
The same thing that Eddie just mentioned in Virginia, the 6-year-old who took the weapon to school and did what he did. So
Mhm.
it's getting to be, much younger than what we were seeing in times past. So we really have to reach them from an early age. And nowadays they have access to everything. Sometimes, they have access to the cell phone, the television, and they see these things that are happening. So we don't know what children perceive as normal. And so we really need to reach them. You don't have to tell a child what to do wrong, but it's our responsibility to teach them what's right. And when we do that, then we just, again, we pray that, God will guide them in the right direction and, let them know what not to do that will cause them to lead into a path that's not good and not productive for them.
All right. The 8th Annual Youth Incarceration Prevention Ministry of St. John Missionary Baptist Church Soul Saving Center out of Stokes with Pastor Gregory V. Black. It is happening tomorrow, and tomorrow is Saturday. Saturday is June 3rd. It begins at 12 noon. So what time will it end?
It will end somewhere around 3 o'clock.
Okay. So just in case I don't get there right at 12, there's still something for me to do and my child.
Yes, that's we got plenty of vendors out there that got information also. So it'll be plenty to do.
Okay. All right. At the Greenville Town Common, y'all.
Yes.
It's happening tomorrow with all of these people on this information sheet will be there. And the main focus is the Greenville Police Department and the Pitt County Sheriff Office. I think those are the two entities right there that, and especially if they're in uniform, that may put some godly fear in the youth, right?
Well,
to make them want to act better, do better.
I wouldn't say put fear in them. I would say in a way to let them understand its consequences of making the bad choices. For them to give them opportunity to see them and talk to them so they can understand that, if you do this, just what could happen. But, they trying to help them. They don't want to put fear in them, but they want them to understand that it's consequences if you make the wrong mistake in life. So they're out there basically to help them, to educate them, and to guide them in the right direction.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Closing remarks, Eddie.
Just come out tomorrow. Come out tomorrow, and it's a free event. We got plenty of food trucks gonna be out there. We got plenty of vendors out there. We got singing out there. And I'm gonna brag on this group. I say we got the baddest group in Pitt County singing tomorrow.
Okay.
Ain't nobody no out sing them. They coming, they ready, and I hope they hear me.
Okay. Are you at liberty to?
I don't want to call them out.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to call them out.
You just want us to be there to hear them
be
sing.
There, the baddest group in Pitt County to be singing tomorrow. We got a bad bass player tomorrow. Y'all need to come out. Ain't no call no name. Just come out and see for yourself.
That sounds like Brenda's dad.
Come out and get a ticket. Come out and get it. Be sure to get a ticket tomorrow. Adults and youth, get your ticket tomorrow, because that's how you will win the gift cards tomorrow.
Gift cards. Okay. Yes. So when I get there,
get a ticket.
I just need to find somebody.
It'll be direction. We got
to have tickets.
Yeah, we got volunteers, about 20 to 25 volunteers be there to direct people's way to go, way to get the tickets.
How can I get my ticket for my free gift card?
See one of the volunteers, they'll push you to the table. It's a table where they'll be handing the tickets out.
Now I want my free gift card, so I think I'll be there.
Come on.
Yeah. Okay.
Come on. You'll be looking forward to it.
Closing remarks, Brenda.
Closing remarks is again June 3rd, 2023, starting 12 noon at the Greenville Town Common.
All right.
You will be excited. You will receive something that is going to help you along the way, help your children along the way. And at the same time, you'll be able to gain some valuable information and win some gift cards. Yay. If you are that lucky winner.
So did we hit everything that we needed to hit today?
Yes, just, this is a ministry in Port of St. John Missionary Baptist Church, where our pastor Gregory Black, God gave him the vision of starting the jail ministry. And through the jail ministry, this ministry will birth through that ministry. So that's why we're here today.
Contact Eddie at 252-341-7546, Brenda 252-717-0097, and Evelyn 252-253-9520. So you will be hearing this announcement, Awesome Radio, throughout our broadcast day today and half day on tomorrow. Is the 8th annual Youth Incarceration Prevention Ministry at the Greenville Town Common happening tomorrow, June 3rd at 12 noon, beginning 12 noon. So let's make our way on down there. It's a day of encouragement for our youth to get our youth on track if they're not already on track. And if they're on track, to help them to stay on track with the vital information that they will be receiving from the vendors, from the Greenville Police Department, and also from the Pitt County Sheriff's Office and other speakers and wonderful people, and get some good singing in them, some good food and some good counseling and community vendors, and to receive their free gift card. All right. Thank you so much for listening to Awesome Radio. My name is Akila. For Eddie and Brenda, we're going to sign out and join back with our regularly scheduled broadcast. Thank you so much for your time out there in social media. Thank you so much. So remember, Awesome Radio 106.9 WBISLP.
Saturday, June 3rd, beginning 12 noon at Greenville Town